Alrighty guys, so an update on my Harbor Freight 6x greenhouse. This is going to be a Nepenthes update, and I don't think you guys actually want, I'll just stop talking. So first we have Adventure Costa by Rob Can't Lay AI, and I don't really like it that much. You can kind of see the whole plant, like there, just get an idea of that. Yep. It's quickly forming another picture, but it sucks, so I don't really. Then right there, my Loei by Spectaculus is forming its newest picture. No, that's not a Loei by Spectaculus. I'm sorry, I'm not smart. It's a Loei by Moluensis, obviously. But it's forming a pretty big picture there. It doesn't look, well, I mean, it could open pretty soon, but that's quite bigger than the other ones, as you can see. Oh, and then back here, my Ventricosa by Truncata looks really cool because it is all stripy and stuff, and the inside of it looks really fun. And it's actually a really heavy pitcher. This probably weighs like half a pound because it's filled with water in there. This is actually one of my favorite Nepenthes, and I got it off eBay, and it's really nice, and it's forming another picture over there. And at first, I didn't really like it because it was just kind of like a pink peristome, but then it got stripes, so I'm like, whoa! If you didn't notice, I put Capensis in my sphagnum cultures because I just want to screw myself over later in life. Oh, and here we have the Singolana belly ring, which is looking like really good. Those pictures back there look like awesome, so schmexy. And then here is my Spectaculus by Talangensis, and it's forming a new picture, so that's actually kind of happy, which means I have good humidity and stuff. And right behind it is a Ventricosa by Spectaculus, which is really pretty, and it has a pretty pinkness to it, but I don't like how the peristome isn't flared, but that's okay because it's striped and it's pink. My Nepenthes Jacquelinia is like really cool, and it caught this like bug thing, which is like, I don't even know what that is, but it caught a bug. And over here it's making a new picture, and I just saw one on eBay that was like maybe like half the size, and it went for, well, the last time I checked it was like $80, and it probably sold for like $100 because people are retarded. If you bought it, like, I bought this one for $18 last year. They didn't go that much up in price, and if you just look around online, you can probably find one for like $5, like, actually. Here we have some unknown hybrid, and it's pretty big actually compared to my hand, because that's like that one right there that I'm pointing at is a Ventricosa by Talangensis, and this one is probably like a 7 or 8 inch pitcher, and it's really big and stuff, and I like it. I don't know what it is exactly, but this vine, its secondary vine, its basal shoot, as of like November, made the basal shoot or something, so it got like really big really fast. It's like starting to make like half uppers, and then the uppers like look like this. So my video camera just died because it like ran out of space or something. Insufficient space on card, it said, so gotta stop there. This one has really long lasting pictures. It formed this one probably like before January or something. I don't know. Shit's oops, I just said the S word. But they're lasting like a long time. They're not showing any signs of aging. Of course, right after I say this, they're probably going to turn like brown tomorrow, and like, But it's going like vining like really high. And then right here you have the Ventrato, which I promised to make a cutting tutorial on sometime in April, which I never did because I wanted it to flower, but it's probably not going to flower because none of my Nepenthes flowered this year because I'm not a sufficient grower. There's not sufficient space on their card of life to flower. I'm just quoting the camera. So back here we have the Nepenthes Ampullarias. They got really badly sunburned when I took them out of the terrarium. If you didn't remember, or you're a new subscriber, you probably saw them like over there in a terrarium, but I took them out because it was getting warm enough for them not to be in there, and then they got sunburned, but they're still forming pictures and stuff, so I mean, like, they're alive, no biggie. Right here we have the Spathulata by Ovada, and it's looking especially Spathulata-y in this picture. Let's see. Oh god, it just threw up on me. Okay. I'm sorry. This was like one of its first pictures in my care, and then this was the next picture, which looks like completely different, kind of, not really. And then this one looks like completely different, kind of, not really either, because it hasn't colored up yet, because it just like opened. But these pictures last for like ever on these ones, and I was making another one here, so it's, stuff. Right here I have a Loei by Campanulata, which got crushed in shipping, well, at least the picture did. So it's kind of like, crushed. That sounds Old English. Today I looked up the Old English genders for, like, the, you know, how it's, like, der, die, and das for, like, German, or Layler and La for French. And they have really weird, like, genders. There was, like, sun for, masculine, and then there was, like, moon for feminine, and then wife for neutral, which is really weird. But we don't use those in English anymore, which is kind of sucky, because I want to say, like, wife ostrich runs fast, or sun bug crawls on the side of my greenhouse. Since these guys are probably neutral, wife Loei by Spectabilis. Oh god, it's turning brown! Darn it! This was like my favesies. But, you know, they come and go. It's producing smaller leaves, but that means bigger pitchers. More light, smaller leaves, bigger pitchers. But it has this nice one right here, which is, like, kind of okay, but the lid is like, woo! And, you know. Oh, my Burbagea by Evortiana made this, like, really cute picture right there. But it's, like, dying, so, like, the whole plant's dying, so, well, not dying, it's just not doing well, so I'd call it dying. The seed pods on my Veitchii by Tivii, which is like Veitchii by Veitchii by Veitchii by Tivii, or something crazy like that. Or no, Veitchii by Veitchii by Veitchii by Veitchii by Maxima, I don't know. But it is a flower, and the seed pods never formed, nor did the flower stalk die. So, I don't think I'm going to get seeds, but that's okay, because, you know, you live and you learn and stuff. So I should just cut the Ventrata, because I'm not going to get seeds from that anyways, and it's too much work to, like, grow Nepenthes from. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. Over here we have the newest picture from my Peter D'Amato, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, I'm sorry, that's probably that name by Maxima, and, that's its last picture, but, it's making a new one over there, so, yeah. I'm gonna film the rest on this, because my camera ran out of space. Insufficient space on card, always, as it says. So right here, this little cutting is of Jambon, Nepenthes Jambon, if you can't tell it's a Nepenthes, but, yeah, it's rooting and stuff, hopefully. And then over here we have the Bongzo Robusta, which is busting out some new pictures, and busting them old pictures alive, keeping them alive and stuff, yeah. Here we have my Nepenthes Momoka, which is Insignis by Marilliana, which should, well, it makes big pictures and everything. They're kind of more robust than, like, tall or anything. But, you know, like, if I can hold it in my hand. This one is probably, like, a pound, because it's completely filled with fluid, and it's a lot of stuff in it and stuff. Okay, so I was looking at these the other day, and I thought this was really cool. Those big droplets of water are not actually water. They just reach around here and go like that. Can see it's sap, and I guess those are to attract insects and stuff, so it's pretty cool. That is my Nepenthes Alata spotted, which doesn't even look like Alata. Moss! What? Okay, bye.